In this episode, we are going to cover what's the difference between a physical therapy or a healthcare investment banker versus a broker versus advisor. We're going to ask Jason Hiebert, the investment banker at Mihama Acquisitions, what's different about the investment banking process, what's different from that process versus broker and advisor. We're going to get into how his investment banking process could actually allow for 2 times the size of offers. Instead of putting on an asking price, the investment banking process is more of a bid process where the buyers, prospective buyers, do not know or do not find out what are the other potential buyers competing for that physical therapy practice, for that healthcare business. So we're going to get into that, all that and more right now here on the Dave Kittle Show.
You test the market. Don't pay someone to take you to market. They should only be paid if a deal gets done. You shouldn't pay somebody to market your business. If they're good, they'll get a premium dollar and you'll sell your practice. So my recommendation to them is don't work with somebody who's going to charge you money. Tell them, you get me the best price. And if it's within striking distance of what I want and I'll be happy, then I'll sell my business. We'll both profit from it.
So you're going into it a little bit, which is great. The difference between, can you let the audience know a little bit more about the difference between an investment banker and your role and a little bit of the process versus an advisor or broker? And maybe a broker and advisor are slightly different, but maybe similar. And I've heard of some folks on the podcast where they're an advisor and they're not going to take any fees up front until they sell your practice. But then there's other brokers that we've interviewed that do charge some type of marketing fee, listing fee, whatever. And I believe that they're probably not incentivized to actually get the commission and sell their practice, sell your practice, Mr. or Mrs. Owner, because maybe it's more of a pray and spray model and they're just making a lot of money on these marketing fees and listing fees, which many advisors don't take, or some brokers don't take. And you're saying you don't as well. So for the audience, any other differentiation between broker, advisor, and investment banker for this whole process?
Sure. I just think you shouldn't, there's no listing price here, right? You shouldn't limit your potential payment by saying, I want X. Because if the top buyer typically buys or makes a bid that's 2 times larger than the lowest one, you're only limiting your potential by saying, I want X. So you're not going to list it with, hey, I want X dollars. You're going to present the opportunity with the data that buyers need to model it into their business. And then the buyers are going to make bids on a certain date blindly, not knowing who else is bidding and what the asking price is, based on how well it models into their business. If they really want it, they'll reach. And if they reach, you'll surpass X. So yes, we don't, we're not a website that has pictures of clinics and an asking price. That's not quite how it works. We're going to present the opportunity to the market and let the market dictate where they're going to go. We run our processes blind. Buyers don't know who else is bidding. They don't know what the asking price is. Buyers know that if you come to us and ask for guidance, what's the seller looking for? The seller's looking for the best opportunity, price, deal structure, and a fit in philosophy and strategy going forward, especially if they're a minority owner. So, I really think that you limit yourself if you just kind of list your business online, and you're limiting where you could go. So, and the other thing I would really recommend is that if you're paying somebody to kind of optimize your business for the marketplace, I think, again, you're limiting yourself because, as I said, you don't know what the buyer's really looking for. So if you completely redo your scheduling, for example, because you think buyer X really likes that one-on-one model, other buyers don't like it. And that might not be the best buyer for you because buyer X already has geographic saturation in your marketplace, and they don't really want to buy it because for them, opening up a de novo clinic for $50,000 is a lot cheaper than paying a couple $1 million for a practice. So, I think that it's inherently in your advantage to present the business in the best way that you can. Run your business as if you're not selling it. Don't change your deal structure. Don't change your bonus structure for your employees. Don't talk to your referral sources about anything. The buyers can change the practice in the business once the wire transfer has come on closing day and the deal is done.
Guys, if you're watching right now on YouTube, you'll be able to see we're screen sharing Mihama Inc., Mihama Acquisitions website. So it's Mihama, INC, MihamaInc.com. And they have a huge portfolio of previous transactions. Hope Rehab, Katie, DBTI, Real Rehab, Synergy Therapies. I mean, the list goes on and on. And of course, St. Louis Physical Therapy, Michael Gorman, 7 locations that we previously mentioned at the top of the episode here.
Hey, it's Dave Kittle. Are you a healthcare business owner or physical therapy practice owner who is looking to figure out your succession plan or exit strategy? We might be able to help. And in fact, we may be interested in acquiring your practice. If you're interested, you can reach out to me. Shoot me an email at dave@conciergepainrelief.com. That's DAVE@CONCIERGE painrelief.com. Or you can call me at any time, 646-781-8884.